lot of us came home alive. But we were dead inside.
Over there I had buddies to talk to. Guys I would kill for. Guys I would die for. I love those guys. They were family. They knew. They understood.
And you depended on each other.
Well, sure.
Let's talk about your deployment. When you weren't on the line, so to speak, what did you do? What was your day like?
Well, they're the whole ongoing job of base security. Checking the perimeter, making sketches of the sector, putting up range cards, making withdrawal plans, practicing them, drilling the men on signals and order of attack, checking rendezvous points.
Go on.
Well, weapons check. Ammo, knives, communication devices, radios, etc. Then there was a question of personal hygiene, which is hard to do sometimes. Then sanitation, mess, water supply, it all had to be maintained.
But what about downtime? There was downtime, wasn't there?
Well, there was writing letters, talking about our plans when the tour was over, talking about women, dreaming about women, talking about family, taking FaceTime when it was available. Try to put the day behind us.
Sun's low, soon be black.
Take a little downtime before we hit the rack. Play a little football?
Play a little poker.
Take a little FaceTime.
Man, I got the Joker.
Man, you are the Joker.
What's up, man?
Just a little fun, sir.
Don't touch my gun, man.
Don't call it a gun, sir!
Sir! I got it. This is my weapon. This
Yeah,
is my...
shut up!
Always pals, always friends. Got your backs till the end. On your ships, check the rears. Don't look back. I'm still here. I'm still here.
Over there you see the unspeakable every day. In every moment you wonder why you're still breathing. Survivor's guilt, they call it. You're watching TV and suddenly the scene replays itself. Sleep doesn't take it away, and you can't talk about it. You just store it in your gut, and it eats away at you. You start to feel ashamed of being alive.
I know it was terrible, living that day over and over, watching your men die.
No, I did not watch them die. I could not see them die. I can hardly now remember. I could not relive that day when I had to look away, 'cause I could not see them die. I was right there on the sea, right there on the sea, and I don't know how I got there. There was confusion in my head. I knew surely they were dead, but I did not watch them die. The bombs were loud, the bombs were very loud, and IED, and it was up to me. White heat hit my face. I could not move. I could not turn away. My men would die. There would be hell to pay. What can you do when you know it's up to you, but there's nothing you can do? Will they forgive that I live? this feeling was so gone. I see it over and over. I just live that day again and remember where and when that I had to watch them die. I could not move or hold the shells at bay. They screamed and cried. I could not turn away. I saw their bodies in pieces. I saw the blood on the ground, that deafening sound, and the smoke as it rose, the burning smell in my nose, and the ringing in my ears. And then I saw nothing.
And then?
The next thing I remember was the sound of medics yelling. And then I was back at base with IVs coming out of both arms. They died. That's all I kept thinking was that they died and I didn't.
Tell me, is this the first time you're remembering the events of that day?
Yeah. No. I guess so. I wake up at night and it's happened again. But who can I tell? My wife? My kid who thinks I'm the greatest hero that ever lived?
Lloyd, I know these memories are painful, but we've made a breakthrough today. So I want to stop here. The next time we meet, I want you to tell me the story again with as much detail as you can remember.
What the hell good is rehashing it again and again gonna do?
We call it exposure therapy or cognitive processing. Once you are able to recall all the details, you should be able to recognize what your triggers are. It's those things that bring you back there. It could be something as simple as thunder. You hear the sound and next thing you know you can't control your emotions and sometimes your actions.
Control? That's all I do is try and control. Suck it up. Don't be a sissy. Be a good soldier.
And the harder you try to control it without knowing what causes it, the less control you will have on your life. Once you begin to recognize your triggers, you can then begin to take control of your emotions.
Tommy, it's after midnight. Go back to bed.
I heard you pacing.
You can hear me pacing.
You know what I mean.
Listen, it's late. Go to bed. Everything's okay.
Where's Dad?
He went to the quick stop. He'll be back in a little while.
What does Dad need the quick stop?
Tommy, for heaven's sake, go to bed.
Like I'm not even part of this family.